everyone.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Sophie and Wicked. You both look delightful.
Well, thank you.
Before
A hot thank you for Roro, $50 super chat or $49.99.
we even start, let me go through the roll call then. Hold on, let me get this going here. I was looking forward to getting away from this whole Paul mess so we could, laugh about this show tonight. And then I watched this episode of The Last Resort, and I kind of wish that Paul went missing again. I'm like, I don't know how we're going to cover this.
You are not even kidding.
Oh, Lord help us. I think we should do like a Hail Mary or something before this live starts, because
praise to Jesus or something.
This is.
Hey, Polly, I'm glad you finally caught a live too. Welcome.
All right, let's see who's here. Hey, Jay Freak. Hi, Mandy, Bezos, Ruth Ann, Patty S, Velvet Pixie, Videos Perfectly, Wendy H, Roro, and thank you, Roro.
Yes.
I'm getting to that in a second. Sheila, hello.
You guys been chatting.
You have been. Thank you so much.
That's just such a fun name to say.
Thank you, Roro. I don't have any of my instruments here. Hold on. I'll give you some dings for it. Not used to a pre super chat. Let's see. Susie Q, hi. Ari Sue.
Wendy H. Hello. J Freak.
Jewel.
Perfectly. Hi.
Hello.
Brooklyn. Not to be confused with Brooklyn Girl. Just
exactly.
Regular Brooklyn. Not your regular Brooklyn. That's your new nickname.
Ellie.
Julie. Ellie.
Julie. Hi. Julie, I need to read your message that you sent earlier.
Lizzie Pop. I know. I've been trying to be better with being like, not super late.
I need a picture behind me.
Bila. Hi. Polly.
Videos.
I think I got everybody. Oh, all right. So this.
Hi, Summer.
Hi, Summer.
Let's just say a quick
hey, Niecy Pineapple. Hey, Barbie.
Hey, Barbie, Melissa. Hi, guys.
Pray the rosary while we're going to do this episode, because it was far more information than I ever wanted or needed.
Oh, my goodness.
I was just texting Angela.
Well, Lizzie can think John's always late, but we're starting relatively on time, which is impressive.
Like 1 minute late is like an hour early for me. So
100%.
All right, let's get into this episode.
Okay.
I don't think I'll ever sleep right ever again, but after the last few days, that's kind of on par with everything else. So let's do it.
That one on. He is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside scoop. Pull that one on. And he's on the inside scoop.
Hey, Shayna, and Melissa. Hi.
Okay. Hi.
So here we go. The Last Resort. So Jovi and Yara start the show. They're doing yoga. Mm-hmm. And that's our recap. You guys are great. I'll see you next week.
Hey guys.
See you later.
The yoga was awesome.
Oh.
So Yara said that she wanted to do the yoga to kind of clear the negative energy and clear their minds and kind of start fresh. Because I thought it was nice.
She was a little upset still that when they had the therapy session that she told everybody that she was on the pill, and then Jovi and Angela had a good old time at the bar. And then I guess at 2:00 in the morning, they tried to wake her up. And Yara wasn't happy with any of it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Wendy.
Hi, homeless in America. I think I've seen you in Bobble's chat before.
hello. So yeah.
So I think this is at the point though where Jovi has his aha moment, like, things aren't as great as I think that they are, and maybe I do need to listen to her because she's not ready for a baby, even though he is. But I still think it was they're having a conversation. And he's trying to, I won't say force the issue, but he's trying to get a timeline. Okay, so in 6 months, then what?
Yeah, in 6 months, are you going to tell me again that you're not ready for a baby? But I think that that he's finally seeing that their relationship is not where it needs to be to have another baby.
Right, true.
Yes. So,
kind of summon all my strength for the next portion of this.
hey, Shauna. Hey, Arthur.
Hey, little
and-
shoe.
Yes, homeless in America. Little shoe. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
And also, Ed and Liz are still fighting because Liz feels that that Ed takes Angela's side, and
And he did.
Yeah.
to defend her.
Mm-hmm.
Angela, you are always Angela. But she's a common denominator in this whole thing. Is always Angela.
Well, I think Yovi, I don't necessarily know that he needs to grow up because, he seems to be a hardworking guy. I think he needs to get his priorities in order. He's still wanting to go to the strip clubs, and he's still wanting to, when he comes home, and I guess, that is part of growing up. But, he's not quite the family guy yet.
Mm-mm. He's come a long way, but he's still not there.
True. Very true.
Yeah. So,
and then Kelly is tired of the whole Liz and Ed show. It's when they first enter the therapy, how do babies come from?
yeah, always with the stupid questions, Ed.
Yeah, Ed always has to be on. And it tells you how insecure he is because so we go into the couple's sexual stimulation course,
the sex positive portion of the
they're having a sex ed class,
right? And with everybody,
as part of the therapy,
with everybody but Angela because Michael's not there, so she's going to get her own separate session, which we'll get to.
We'll get to that shortly.
And then, Ed, like a 14-year-old, where does babies come from?
The therapist wasn't at all amused. She just
Not at all.
Are you kidding me? Shut up.
She just looked at him
Then we had to find out about Asuelu.
That's what I was getting ready to bring up. Kalani was like, Asuelu has a story about, because they start talking about circumcisions and whatever.
He's got a fantastic story.
Kalani was like, Asuelu has a story about his circumcision. And it was the craziest thing. 15 years. Okay. Imagine this, guys. A 15-year-old boy gets circumcised at 15. They put him out in the ocean.
It's like they take a rock in the middle of the ocean and just slam it down.
Pretty much. And the salt water is supposed to get rid of any sort of infection that would come up. But imagine being a 15-year-old boy and being circumcised that way.
Hopefully God, they numb it or something.
I don't think so.
Or is it
I don't think so.
There's a free bite.
This is Samoa. There's Samoa. There is no numbing involved there.
Wow.
It must be part of, I don't know,
some sort of tradition. Boys growing up. I don't know. He didn't elaborate, but yeah.
But this is Samoa. Bill, you would hope that they would numb it, but maybe culturally they're like, no, you got to take this like a man.
And I
Yeah.
think that's how
You
it
got to
happened.
take it like a man to be a man.
Yeah, like that's how I see it.
And Asuelu was just like, it's a regular Tuesday. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a hamburger for dinner and then I went to sleep and that's it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I went in the ocean. My penis was on fire, and it was a good day.
yeah.
Um,
So yes,
I didn't want to,
yes, that
have
was their
sex
story.
for the next 3
And,
months.
they started to rate their sex lives.
Yeah.
Asuelu said what, 8?
no, he said 10
Was he a 10?
because he's doing anything he can to get Kalani to like look at him.
And Kalani passed.
Yeah, she said I just refused to answer. So
I did think it was funny.
-5, I think, is what she was thinking. But
Yeah. I thought it was funny, though, because Asuelu's like one of the guys that think bigger is better. And it's like you have to be Ron
wasn't that
Jeremy.
one of his questions, like, how do I make it bigger?
Yeah. And it's like, the whole motion of the ocean, bullcrap and all that. But you also have to know how to use it.
How to use it.
Yeah. I mean, there is such a thing as too small, and there's also such a thing as too big.
Yeah.
But Asuelu's of the party of bigger's better, his whole Captain Caveman.
And Ed and Liz, their ratings.
What
Did
were
you
their
write it
ratings
down?
again?
I think Liz didn't want to answer either.
Ed says 11 off the charts, and
yeah.
It's a 5. She says, go for the gusto, don't stop, and then if you can't finish, well, right now I'm going to.
And also,
she would rather do it herself. That's what she said.
Yeah.
And Ed needs to take too many breaks also. So
And that's
like every
sad.
5 minutes, Ed needs
Well,
That's
because he
sad.
just had surgery and he's out
4
of
months
breath,
ago.
and he's building.
What about
his
before
momentum.
surgery? I'm sure it was the same way before surgery. He just doesn't want to admit it.
And they just got married, and like they are just always miserable. I don't know if this is for like the show, but like, he's 57, she's 30, so that's like about 30-year difference. Like what if he's out of breath now,
just wait, girl. Just wait.
I mean,
wait till you're at McDonald's getting your senior coffee. You think it's going to get better from here? Like, come on.
Yeah.
And it looks like, we've talked about Liz gaining weight and looking different, but Ed has also gained a lot of weight.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it looks like around 50 pounds ish. And like, he's a little guy. You can't be having all that weight. Because like 50 pounds on him is probably like 100 on someone else.
Well, like Molly said, he's got a low center of gravity. Like, he's a little weeble. If I will never understand this relationship. It's like the most puzzling to me, I think, of all. Like, I'd rather see Debbie and Oshama back together and figure that out. Oh, I miss doing Debbie's voice. Oshama. Oshama, the poet and the bard.
Yeah, refuses. My art is not for sale unless you love it.
I sold my antique business. So then, this is all over the place because they're all kind of talking at once. Then we get a tutorial on the prostate gland, which was fun.
Oh yeah, which and I had to laugh when Asuelu's like, well, is spit okay? And she's like, no.
Oh
well,
gosh, lubrication. And Molly, you could tell Molly was completely grossed out, which I was too.
And actually, I learned something on that end because I didn't know that, again, that's not my playground. But I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, the pH balance.
I didn't know. I know about pH balance and all that, but I didn't know that spit could
mess with that. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that, but, I did know about the pH balance because of the whole deep dive on Dimitri.
Oh yeah. Sister wives,
I
seeking
mean,
sister wives.
you would think that steam would affect all the balances too.
Oh
But
yeah, you would think that steaming it would.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy.
Oh my god, I missed I hated that show, but I miss doing their voices. Oh
Yeah.
hi guys, it's me, it's Jen. I'm back.
Absolutely.
I'm still not with Rishi, but I'm chumming along. You could catch me on Pillow Talk with me and my friends here every week on TLC. Jen.
Yeah. And we find out that Kelly hasn't found the spot. He's still searching.
I don't think anybody in that group has found any woman's spot except maybe Jovi and Yara. Maybe.
Yeah, I would concur with that.
Asuelu maybe on accident.
Probably on accident,
Never find
like
it again.
once or twice.
Oh, that's funny.
Purely accidental. But yeah, I will not now, nor will I ever massage a man's prostate.
Well, what about his taint?
That's a deal bringer. Nope.
Because that's your other option.
Yeah, nope. Deal breaker.
You just kind of like push up with it with your thumb. You just kind of give a little push
Just
right
a
there.
little.
Yeah, just get up in there.
Yeah, no.
If you don't want,
Just a little tickle.
Yeah, no. If he wants to wax his balls, he can, but no.
Wow.
no, it's not it's behind the balls. It's
I
what
don't
you
care.
want.
He can wax
The
them.
taint area,
Rip them
like
off.
You don't,
again, if you don't want penetration involved,
Yeah, nope, not gonna do it.
you can stimulate that
Nope.
area. Oh my god, how are we doing so far? Because I want to throw up.
Yeah.
We're not doing bad.
They all get homework.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
So
we forgot
Molly-
about Jovi and Yara. Yara said
Oh.
that they have an 8 in their ratings, and Jovi
He said what, 5?
6.
6?
Yeah, a solid 6.
Like
And Yara was like, okay.
she said 6 for you, but it's
And Kelly and Molly, like, it's not happening, but Molly would give it an 8. And I think she understood like the rabid versus rabbit.
yeah.
Because he was saying, like they used to be very rabid, and now
Barbaric. I think
Barbaric.
is the terminology.
because she
used
kept saying
there.
rabbit, because
Well, I think Molly kept saying like like rabbit type. And
She's like, that's not what I like. That's not okay.
It wasn't the but Kelly was like, well, remember when I was licking your sweat off your
That was
cheek?
hot. That
And-
was sexy.
Yeah, I mean, and she wasn't even giving him credit for that. Yeah, we might have had hot sex once or twice, but we're also little on the
But,
heavy side, and we sweat easily.
I think that everything that's gone on with Kelly and Molly has made her very unattracted to him.
Yes.
And even the thought of sex with him turns her off.
And again, this is all this was filmed after the thing happened with Olivia.
Right.
So they were pretty much done with each other.
Yep.
At this point.
Yeah.
But they have contracts that they have to live up to. So
Yeah, I think they had already signed up for the show before all that stuff that happened with
Right.
Olivia, and they just had to go through with it.
Yeah.
And you see, Molly tried to slip it in with he doesn't have any respect to me as a mother and a business owner. And that's kind of the two things that we heard about with the whole situation with Kelly and Cynthia and Molly.
Right. But I mean, and I think also that part of Molly's attraction to Kelly is that he was a hard worker. And, it's like when he came to visit in Georgia, I'm sure things were very different than, his 2-3 week stay and then go back. And I can see where that would be a turnoff. You know, here you find this hardworking man.
And there's nothing like sexier than a hot cop. You've seen plenty of them in my
Right.
house.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The hot
You
cops
know,
that
I
come to
mean,
your house, man.
you know.
And
I'm
then
saying.
you
There's
know,
people in the chat that does not know what happened with Olivia. They're asking questions.
All right,
what
let's just say there was an altercation between
Yes.
Olivia and Kelly at Molly's business. And that was kind of the fallout between Molly and Kelly, and also Molly and Cynthia. And that's why they're that's why they're
Yeah.
not friends anymore. Listen,
Right.
you know, how many
And-
lives have I had where you've seen your bevy of hot cops? So, like, I get the whole cop. I mean, I don't find Kelly attractive in any way. Not
No.
my type.
No.
But, you know, listen, to each their own. And, you know, your little cop uniform, and, you know, you light your board up, right?
Any
So-
man in a uniform is kind of sexy.
Yeah.
And Bill, Olivia is Molly's daughter.
Especially like if they're a like Marines, out of all the service people, have like the best dress uniform.
You like them white hats, don't you, Wicked?
Well, actually, I'm a Navy girl. But like, the Navy dress whites and
Mhm.
are just beautiful, you know.
Mhm.
And it's like, what I notice is that like the caps, their lids are very ornate, and that's how you tell the difference between an officer and enlisted. Fun facts.
Gotcha.
Also, there's like some tea that Kelly actually leaves the show before it's done filming.
I
wouldn't
see that
surprise me.
happening.
Yeah,
I can
that
see
wouldn't
that
surprise
happening.
me.
And also, I may have heard that Kalani's Dallas guy, these names, but a Dallas guy might make an appearance there. And I also saw that not only did Kalani have her kids there, and Asuelu, and Kalini, her sister, but her parents were there too. The whole clan was there.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
And it makes sense to me because when we were all in Vegas, and me and Kalani shared a
They were all
suite.
there.
They were
Yeah.
all the cleaning wasn't there, but everybody else was. So
Wow.
that family travels together. I'll give that to them.
Yes.
Well,
they do.
what was it? The second episode, Kalani said that Dallas called or messaged her and wanted to come.
Yeah.
So
I do remember that.
I guess he
But
came.
now she blocked him, right? So
He blocked him for the sake of Asuelu. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure.
the block
Jeremy, you can
happened
block him.
after.
Excuse me, I gotta use the restroom. Hey, boo, I've blocked you for a little bit, but don't worry, I'll come get you. Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
So, all right. So back to, did we cover everything on this really horrible sex education class? And did you guys
Except for
have,
the
like,
homework.
oh, let's get to homework. But did you guys have, like, you know, sex ed in high school?
No.
We in 12th grade we had like this like health class that we had to take for like half a year, and it was about like
an afternoon.
but it wasn't like anything specific as from my memory of it. I don't.
Yeah, no, because I
It
remember
wasn't
the
geared
talk with my
towards that.
mom.
We had to take a health class in 9th grade and a health class in 12th grade, like in and out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really anything like. I mean, I graduated.
No health class for me. Sex ed. I mean, we had health class, but no
Yeah,
sex
same
ed. Hence why I was pregnant at 16.
Yeah,
Oh,
ours
see
was in
that?
the 9th grade, a quick afternoon. You know, my mom was like, "Do you have any questions?" Yes, no, okay. Just remember, Karen, good sex is the way to a man's heart. Okay, thanks, Mom.
Remember, like in 8th grade,
More
and
than what I got
went
from
to-
my
I
mom.
went to Catholic school too, like Catholics, grammar school, high school, undergrad, grad. Like, you know, and in 8th grade we had to carry around eggs with us for like a week, and if
We
our
had to
egg,
do that too.
We
and
did
if
that
our
too,
egg
though.
broke, then like we're horrible parents and we had to write a paper. That's about as much sex education and like
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to carry around the egg, and I just left mine in the locker and said it was with the nanny. Because
I
apparently
took mine very seriously. I would take it everywhere with me. And then stupidly, I was like painting it during class. It was like the 4th day in, and I was like, using a marker on it, and it just slipped right in my hand and like fell on my desk, and the whole class heard. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, we only had like a day.
Because if your egg didn't make it, you had to write like the amount of pages had to be equal to as long as your egg was alive. So I had to. So my egg was alive for 4 days. So I had to write a 3-page paper on SIDS. That was like the rule. And if your egg,
wow, that seems excessive.
And those nuns are not screwing around in Catholic school. They're like, no.
That's
all right.
funny. So the homework.
Yeah, let's please get to the homework here. I'm gonna take it, Sophie.
Oh goodness.
Or Wicked, one of you.
Help me, Wicked.
Okay, so Jovi and Yara's homework, because there seemed to be the least disturbing.
Yeah, they needed to cuddle.
And he's like, basically like, I already bought the cow. Why do I need to go out and,
pretty much like,
why do I have to feed it?
Why should I have to be nice to you and do things to you so I can have sex with you?
But I thought that was like a fair question. Well, I don't know. I
could see both sides of it.
Yeah.
It depends on how far Yara's going with this.
Right.
Like, you have to buy me flowers and take me to dinner.
Like, should you like have to
do all these things just to have sex with me? Like,
sorry,
that's outrageous.
The baby's kicking right now. Sorry about that.
I mean, is it like his, foreplay? Like, are you ready?
But like, should he have to like, get her presents or go above and beyond?
No, right.
The therapist was saying that.
What's wrong with wanting to be wined and dined at the same time, especially after you get a kid? I don't know which way to go. So if it's like I could see both sides.
But I think she also just wants to be a little more seduced, other than take your pants off, let's go.
Right? Yeah.
She wants more of here
foreplay.
Sure if it was, hey, let me put Mila to bed. And then, just something more than what he normally does. I think that would get her more interested.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Mac. So their homework was just to cuddle and not have sex.
Yeah. And she was she was testing the waters. And I think it was very playful. And I think she was very much enjoying like being in control.
Mm-hmm.
Because, but
Ed and Liz.
I'm going to say that they failed.
Oh, yes. Miserably. Ed and Liz, their homework.
You know what? If it was Debbie and Oshama, I'd have no problem.
What about?
I miss doing her voice so much. Even Cody's laughing in the kitchen right now.
Yeah.
If it was Debbie and Oshama, like I'd have no problem cuddling with my bard. He'd write, me and Oshama always cuddle while he writes some poetry.
Yeah, she just wants more foreplay. That's all. She wants more foreplay.
Okay.
Oh, me and Rishi, we sometimes we cuddle, but we just want to get back down to it.
Well, Oshama, which
I
was on
me and Oshama, we're very active cuddlers. Me and Oshama, we cuddle every. In fact, that's the only thing we do is
because he always has one eye on you, and then one not so much.
Oh God! Go ahead. If Debbie was on Pillow Talk, I might actually watch it.
She is.
Is she?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I lied. I'm not going to watch it.
Liar. With her son.
Damn it.
Yeah, her and her son is on there.
You're horrible. Who's she on it with? The son that hates him? The son that hates Oshama?
Yeah.
And who's Jen? Who's Jen on with?
I don't know. Who is on Pillow Talk with Jen, guys? I don't know. I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched Pillow Talk since the very first season.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
When like Pal was on it, like that's how long it's been since I watched Pillow Talk.
Oh wow,
that's it. Are David and Annie still doing it?
I haven't watched it in the longest
Last
time.
time I watched, yes. But it's been a while. I'll check. I'll check and get back.
It's me and my good friend Unknown. That's me.
Maybe Statler can be on with her next time.
Oh, me and Statler would be great. We could really tell Rishi off. Oh God, we have to cover the other show tomorrow. You just reminded me of 2 hours of hell.
We'll get through it. And then we have Ed and Liz who need to share the blueprint with each other
right now, but screw it with this one. Go ahead.
Because they need to share the
Liz needs to teach Ed how to please her because she knows how to please herself. So she needs to show him how to do it. That was her homework.
Was he shouting funny jokes into her box? Mm-hmm. Hey!
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Yeah, I do give Les credit because later in the episode, she's like telling Ed, like, you know, you're always cracking jokes. You're not taking this serious. Like, she was pissed the whole time.
I would have been too.
Me too. And
He's
embarrassed.
annoying as crap.
He is so annoying. He is annoying. Like, and to be on like that all the time.
All
like,
the time.
And your jokes suck, friend. Like, why can't you go missing?
I think if she would have had a knife, it would have been like, ooh. Like, what happened to Ed? I don't know what happened to him. Sniper bullet.
Is just.
Yeah, they leave, and Ed's like, "Why did you do that to me?" You know, like, and she was like, "I'm being serious."
Yeah,
and I told you about the jokes.
And I think you know,
the bear.
told him, like, that joke isn't as funny as you thought it was.
But Ed's like, he's pushing 60. Like, where do babies come from? Like, that's the best in all your wisdom of all your years to try and crack a joke. Like, he's so annoying. I can't stand him.
And I mean, I would wonder if he did that just because it was, you know, like, kind of like ease him into it, the topic. But it just, you know, I didn't care for Ed. I still don't care for Ed.
Okay,
I would love to know Kelly, what his redeeming quality is, because right now I don't find it.
He doesn't have any.
So
he doesn't have any. What about Kelly and Molly? Their homework.
Then do two.
Let's see. Kelly and Molly's homework.
Hold on. Cody's planning dinner. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Okay. Go for it. You're fine.
I got to find Molly and Kelly.
I can't remember what their homework was.
It was, I turn myself on when, and I get turned off when, like.
Because I knew it wasn't anything sexual.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember what it was.
You know, I like it when you do this, and I don't like it when you do this. I like it when you work. I don't like it when you don't have a job. I like it when you mow the grass.
Or when you just sit on your butt and watch TV and don't help me with anything.
Right.
Like, I thought I was going to have a partner that helped me and took a little bit of the load off of me, but that I just had another child to take care of, basically.
You should get a man like Oshama, because Oshama doesn't watch any TV. He's a free thinker.
Oh God.
I'm really cashing in on Debbie right now. It's been months since I talked like her, and I'm kind of hooked on her right now. Sorry.
It's okay.
Fine. You're fine.
It makes this episode a little more tolerable.
Ooh. And what was Molly and Kelly's homework?
Just like, I like it when you do this. I don't like it when you do this.
Yeah, that didn't happen. So.
And who else? Oh yes, Angela. It's time to go to Angela.
Well, no. Did we do Kalani and Asuelu?
Yeah, Kalani and Asuelu were, don't choke your chicken like you normally do.
No, their homework is to choke the chicken, but not in a different way, which we'll
in
get
a different way. Like you're exploring an alien.
Has anyone's eyes ever bled when they were watching TV?
I think mine did a little today.
When I saw Asuelu all up on the wall, and then the corner of the bed. But we'll get there.
First in the corner of the bed. Mm-hmm. And so apparently their homework was to satisfy themselves. Because, you know,
which Kalani did twice to her. Kalani had a good old time with herself. So
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
because apparently Asuelu and Ed share the same together.
yes, and according to Kalani, Asuelu only cares about himself, and once he's satisfied,
And I can see that. I could
that's- yeah.
totally see that.
Yeah.
I mean, he acts like a 5-year-old. So do you think he'd act like a mature person in the bedroom? No. So
Well,
I
it's 3
absolutely.
minutes and done. And the 3 minutes includes the foreplay.
So
Foreplay.
the next part is Angela's part, and I know you're watching, and I love you. And I see Angela,
Hey, girl. Hey.
I see Angela as a big sister to me. So maybe some things I didn't want to hear about this,
Well.
but we're here, and so Angela and Michael have their own special. Which let me be honest, of all the couples that had this experience with the education, I thought Angela and Michael's had the best results.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
By far. I think they learned the most. I thought
they took it the most serious, I believe.
Me too.
Right.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because go back to Asuelu for just a second. He says
After
he
Jay Freak, sorry. After this was after the whole Molly and Olivia thing happened.
Yeah.
Jay Freak, sorry, Wicked, go ahead.
Asuelu says he doesn't like to do this because it's bad luck. Like he left to go play volleyball, and
he broke his leg because of it.
He pleasured himself and then went to play volleyball and he broke his foot. It's bad luck to do that kind of stuff.
So, he's hoping to turn it around. And then, okay, so now we can go on to Angela and Michael. So culturally, Michael doesn't like to pleasure because it's against their religion. I guess he'll go blind.
But also, now, I'm not trying to be shady, I promise you. But didn't Michael say that he was breastfeeding until he was 9 or 12 or something like that?
I think 8.
I thought it was double digits.
Maybe not 12, and 8 or 9. Okay, if I'm this was years ago. I'm thinking.
I remember. I thought it was 10, and it's completely normal to him.
Again, where he is, that's probably the norm, and and that's why I said I'm not trying to be shady, but I could see there being some type of intimacy. I don't know. Never mind. Screw it.
Yeah.
But it just, I did it made me think of Candy. Hey.
Oh my God! I said that to Cody when they were on Atlanta, and and Candy gave everybody. I know a lot of you aren't Housewives fans that watch. I have my TLC crew and my Bravo crew, and they're very much. And there's a few of you that intermingle like I do, but I said to Cody, I'm like, wasn't it Candy that gave these vibrators to
vibrating panties?
Yeah.
Wi-Fi panties, but the Wi-Fi would pick up on the other ladies.
Yeah.
So, who's doing
They're
that?
all sitting too close together.
So hopefully, there's no Wi-Fi issues, but because Candy even has her own toy line. So
nice.
I love that Candy works
that was last
losing her
season.
house
I think the beginning of the last season of Atlanta. That was Candy had an event.
Yeah.
And all the girls, Kenya, Marlo, Drew, Sonia, were all supposed to wear these panties that were controlled by their significant others. And
They had a remote. So this wasn't Bluetooth technology.
It was by remote. It wasn't Bluetooth. We've
My
gone a long
husband would
way in a
love
year and a
that.
half. Technology, right? So then all the men were trying to control their wives' panties, but other women
Oh, no.
And Kenya didn't do it.
no, because Mark she didn't have anybody to.
Yeah, and I don't think Marlo did it. I think Marlo just thought it was too trashy.
I think she got zapped a few times by some of the other.
But the ladies were getting cross zapped by other people's husbands. That's the. And now we've come so far, and now we have Bluetooth technology that you can control it via an app.
Yes. Which I think, honestly, Candy had something, because like she'll go back, she'll refer to her product line. And this season's the end of party was her newest toy.
I think when we were backstage before the show, I was telling Mike, I'm like, did you see the first part of the Atlanta reunion? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, we've been toying with the fact of covering it, but I'm like, I think we might have to do a special live about that because that reunion is on fire. The best part of any reunion, part one that I've ever seen ever.
Yeah.
So
it definitely rivals New Jersey.
It was really good. Anywho, all right, so. Like I said, the whole conversation between Michael and Angela and the therapist was great.
Mm-hmm.
And now Angela has a way to be fulfilled by
her husband.
Yeah, overseas.
Which is cool. It's nice.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like she's my big sister, so this is incredibly...
I did like her explanation. It feels like a corn cob up her ass.
Yes. Well, Angela knows how to put things into words like nobody else can.
But, Michael definitely enjoyed it. This, I think that he realized how much fun she was having and, vice versa. But I don't know if he's willing to do the whole reverse.
Yeah. I think it turned him on because it was turning her on.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that should be a thing. Like if you're turning on your person, like if you're
even being so far away from each other.
Yeah. Like if you're seeing that you're turning on the person that you love, that should be a turn on for you. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, why are you together?
Exactly.
But there is the option for a sleeve option for Michael that Angela can control,
which I've never heard of.
Think about that in my head because I'm like,
I mean, could you imagine like you're going Kroger and you're like, whoa.
Hey, Michelle.
What the hell?
Having dinner, and then all of a sudden something, and then
like, what if Angela is at church praying, and like all of a sudden, like I don't know,
jump out of her seat. Hallelujah!
Hail Mary!
I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Hey, Michelle.
Angela got her groove back.
Yep, she got her groove back. That's exactly right.
Hit me Walmart.
You're taking a bite of a Whopper at Burger King, and damn. Okay, so there we go.
Could you imagine? Are you okay?
I get a different reaction when I bite into a Whopper, a Big Mac. By the way, Whopper. I get something else. But I honestly. I'm happy that some good came out the checkout line. You're watching, like old school checkout lines, like when you pull up one of the magazines, like you're reading, like, In Touch or whatever, and waiting for like the stuff to go through. You're like,
yeah.
Like, can you imagine? Are you okay? And I can just see Angela, like, full disclosure, like, I got these panties on. And
yeah, she would, because Angela, she's very honest. So she would totally be like, oh my God, that's my husband, Michael. He's in Nigeria, and he's just trying to help me out right now.
I can totally see it. And that's no shade to Angela.
It's the Holy Spirit. But of all the couples, I have to give Michael and Angela the most, because I think that benefited them the most, because obviously it's very hard to be in a long distance relationship where you can't,
I'm glad that they addressed it with her. I mean,
yeah.
And it was nice to see her giddy like that, and I didn't see the last scene with the, only because I think of her like a sister, and we're very connected to Angela and her family, so it's a little too much for me to watch. But
it's like
she God bless her, and she seemed happy, so I have to be happy that she's happy, and I
did find it interesting that Kalani and Asuelu like went separate rooms. I mean, it's like they're across the hall from each other, but you would still think that their rooms would be adjoining, and he wouldn't have to like walk outside.
Well, they had several rooms there because it was Asuelu and Kalani, then Kalini, then the parents, then the kids. I mean, like they booked half the resort just with.
Yes.
Grandma came along too. Never
Yeah.
know. They perfectly.
So then we see the homework playing out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where Ed calls out Liz, or Liz calls out Ed, saying, you know, we could die tomorrow and you're going to feel bad because you're not trying to give me your everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the same for, you know, her to him.
Right.
But I'm, hello. But I'm still giving them 5 years.
By the way, hi everybody that's new. I hope you are.
Hi.
And if this is your first time ever watching this, I'm sorry. And
we have to cover what the show gives us.
it's, you know.
Hey, Rolex.
God, imagine somebody, a first-time watcher, watching this live right now. Like I would run the other way. I don't know about anybody else.
We're pretty entertaining.
I'm really being free.
Listen.
Ah.
Entertaining.
Going on here.
Yeah, entertaining.
Okay,
And
so what were you
then-
saying with the sorry?
No, that's okay. We're pretty much at the end now. You know, Angela's got the corn cob shoved up her ass. They both
Not
look
up
like
her
they had a
ass.
good time.
Not her literal ass.
Not her ass.
Hello, Regina. And then Molly and Kelly meet with Dr. Jason, and she just says she doesn't like the man that Kelly has become while he's
Right.
been living in Atlanta.
Right.
You know, that he's
Mhm.
lazy, he's not contributing to the household. She had this picture in her mind of what she thought her relationship was going to be. And
It's nothing like that.
yeah, I mean, it's, you know, he won't even mow the grass, you know, put dishes in the dishwasher.
And
We
when
don't
she's
know.
like, "What do you do today?" He goes, "Nothing." So yeah, I could see that not being turned on to that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly. Like, I thought that you were a hardworking man and would help me and do things, and you're just sitting on your butt. Like,
I
that's
mean,
a turn off for anybody.
I can see where he would want to be like, take a minute down, get acclimated to Georgia so that, you know, he doesn't need GPS everywhere he goes. But then after a while, I mean, he's a young guy.
But he doesn't need
bored.
GPS because he won't leave the couch.
Well, that's true. But, you know, you think that he would be like, okay, I've been here a couple months, you know, let me do something. mean,
Let
it's
me
not
just stop you
like-
both because this all happened after the whole fallout with Olivia, and they
I
were
know.
already done, you know.
I
And I
know.
know we're trying to recap a TV show, right? And like you know, play it like it's happening in real time. But you know, I think what in Molly and oh, that looks delicious. Molly and Kelly's case, so much stuff had happened prior. to
There's
them
no
going
going. There's
there.
no coming back
There
from
was no
that.
way. Yeah, no, there was no way they were ever gonna. You know, they put up with each other because they were being filmed and whatnot.
Right.
And that's it. And like I said earlier, Kelly leaves early because you know they had contracts that they had to honor, and that's how that went. I mean, if you want to pick apart what they're saying to each other, that's fine. I just, you know, we already know. Spoiler: Kalani and Asuelu are divorced. So I mean, like you know, but. Or getting divorced.
Here's what I think. I think they should not have waited so long to put this show out.
Well, that's what I've been saying. This was
Right.
filmed, and I remember
December.
just late December, like right after the last episode of Happily, like part 3 aired.
Yeah.
They were there filming. So it was like,
And you know they wasn't there
Christmas and New
4,
Year's.
5, 6 weeks at the most.
No, they weren't there 6 weeks, honey.
It was like
No.
2 weeks.
No,
wasn't
How
it?
long were they there?
I think they were there for 10 days.
Okay, you know.
Well, why did it take 8, 9 months to put it out?
Why does it take a year and a half to put Sister Wives out?
Yeah, well,
It
you're being
makes no
generous. It's
sense.
over 2
Like,
years for Sister Wives, pretty much.
but yeah, they waited too long to put this show out. And everybody knows, because of social media, everybody knows what's going on with these people now. And it's just, you're seeing it go on. You know, you get a little inside, look about how things went about to get them where they are right now. I mean, I don't know.
No, you're
Yeah.
right.
No.
And like, even with Klein Asuelu, like I could entertain that, right? But like with the Molly and Kelly stuff, I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
it was all,
Yeah.
because I blogged about it and I put a lot of information out there.
Yeah.
And if you're following me here and watching me on YouTube, then you're following my IG, right? And you're seeing what's being said, and you probably
You
follow
know
all these
everything.
other
Yeah.
you follow all these other people who are on the show and what they say. So,
Well, I mean, insiders and all that, the information eventually gets out.
Right.
guys, if you didn't watch me and Molly a couple of weeks ago, how long ago was that?
Go watch that interview. It's been about a month
Yeah,
now.
it was fantastic. It was a hoot.
Like
Molly
we
is
had such a good time.
I
Molly is
laughed
so
my
fun.
butt off. It was you guys were funny.
Like if you're feeling down, you need to laugh. It was the first time I ever had Molly up, and she was just fantastic in every way.
Mhm.
So all right, so blah. So then we see Asuelu doing his homework.
He had his towel on, nothing else.
It was.
Facing the wall.
Did you guys watch like the 4-Year-Old Virgin, that movie
Yes.
with Steve Carell?
Yes.
And like that scene, like when he has to like self-pleasure himself for the first time, and he puts like Lionel Richie on, and it's
Like
very
candles
like
and all
yeah, it's very sensual. That's what I was thinking of. And then like there is a Asuelu, just like there's like a picture of like a boat on the wall, and he's like, I don't even.
Yeah.
I think Asuelu has like a Hollywood version of what love is in his mind.
Yes.
He doesn't realize, the
And then he goes to like the corner of the bed
thrusting
and
the
like
bed.
grabs the bed and is like, I can't, I'm not gonna, but like, and he's like, oh yeah, man, I'm turning this out on myself. Like I couldn't.
Yes.
couldn't do it.
And it's like I don't know.
It's like, how in your mind you think you're like super sexy, and then like you watch something and you're like, oh,
And you're really not. Yeah.
not even close.
What did he think that he had to do? Like I just don't
Explore it like an
understand.
alien. I don't know.
Maybe he was practicing his moves.
That wasn't the homework.
Well, maybe if he gets the moves down, he can be bigger and longer.
Oh God.
Oh. And like I feel like Shannon. I don't know.
What do you say? What do you say? How do you?
And longer? Does she mean like longer?
No, Asuelu
lasting?
wanted to be bigger and harder and longer.
Okay, so he wants to be longer.
That's not how you do it.
In his area, or is it longer lasting?
I mean, I don't know how he's gonna do it. Like, ours don't get any bigger. Like,
Unless, of course, you buy a pump. Yeah, remember?
so
Or tie a
They
brick to it,
dish.
put it off the bridge
I
and stretch it out, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Dish with Mish, be happy that you're late and probably run right now and never watch the replay.
But here's my one big thing. Kelly, and then of course Asuelu says it. I gave up everything to be here.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, shut up. We know. No one held a gun to your head.
I think Asuelu's life is 1,000 times better than it was when he was in Samoa.
At the resort.
100%.
His life is 100 times better.
Yeah.
He didn't give up anything. He can still see his family, his parents, whatever.
You know, he still goes back to visit. He has running water. You know, his mom and his sister are over here.
Jovi and Yara failed.
Oh, 100%
Yeah.
they failed.
I give them an F minus if Yara came out in that row, and like Yara wasn't helping things out either. She's
No,
like,
she wasn't.
you know, she had tassels going. She, you know, in my head, she did like they were spinning, and she's like, hey, Georgie, you ready to cuddle? You know,
Yeah, and
so
he's like,
they
Garden,
failed.
you're not making this easier.
Hey,
Like,
Jenna
no.
Barrett, thank you. I'll see you later. But
The
yeah,
only-
it's like she didn't help anything and they totally failed. I think that Ed and Liz probably failed.
Yeah, we don't see what happened, but I'm gonna give Ed
I'm
like
imagining things.
like a D
Minus.
minus.
Yes, minus,
Yeah.
minus.
And let's see who else had. Oh, Kalani. I gave Kalani an A++.
Yes,
for-
yes, girl, yes.
Not only she took her homework serious. Not only did she get into herself, she got into herself twice. So
Twice.
She did her homework and then she went back and double checked.
Yeah,
her
yeah.
She
homework.
was
She did.
glowing.
She
The girl
checked
was
her
glowing.
Yes.
she double checked it.
So she gets
So
one of
Extra
those
credit.
stickers.
I mean,
yeah, she gets a sticker, a couple of stars on top of it.
what
like
the
that,
smiley face.
like, yeah, like put her at the top of the list.
The next
Asuelu.
day that Angela, Kalani, and Yara are all sitting by the beach, and that was the beautiful.
Beautiful.
It was
Beautiful. But and Kalani's like, I did it twice. She was glowing.
She
And
got that
I'm
good
not
self
sorry.
glow. Like, you know, like you went to the Clinique counter and got, you know, a bronze.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
so.
Who knows? Maybe gift with purchase.
And
And
then, you know,
Angela's like,
Angela and
girl.
Michael seem to have learned and did their homework well, so I gave them an A+. And who else was there? Molly and Kelly. Well, you know they get an F minus.
They got an F.
Yeah.
I did an extra.
Jovi Yara failed. Angela and Michael, we'll give them an A.
Well, I won't fail Jovi and Yara because they did cuddle for 30 seconds, so I'll give them a D minus because
Yeah,
they
get a
tried.
D+. Because they did cuddle until his shirt came off and asked for the
Yeah.
BJ.
Well, I mean, she wasn't, you know, it's not like she went to bed wearing flannel jammies.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let me say something though.
Go ahead.
I do think that Yara got her foreplay before sex.
Yes.
So I would say that they get a C. because
Oh,
of what happened.
that's a good
Oh, you know what?
point
That's-
because
I agree with you. So
because
I
she
changed
did
it to
say that she wanted like a little bit of extra when
And I think he gave her extra.
yeah, all right.
His
All right,
little
see,
I
foreplay.
agree with that. Yeah,
All right.
I think
C
you're
C
right.
plus.
Yeah.
No, but
Well,
I
C minus.
would just give
A
it
good C. A good
Yeah,
C.
Good
solid
C.
C.
A good C. That's
I
it.
think she got a good C on that one.
You know, if they had lasted
Literally.
longer, because the rule was no sex,
Right.
and they broke that, but you know, they did learn something from it.
Yes.
So
Right.
I guess, yeah, good point, Sophie. It's very smart.
And
Like
And-
I give you an A++ for your point just there. So there you go.
Thank you.
You get a scratchy sniffer too.
And that's
then
it,
what was
right?
the
Is that
end?
do we need to speak on anything else?
Well, at the end, they did show Asuelu, Kelly, and
Oh,
Jovi at the
wanted to
bar.
go hit up the strip club.
And Asuelu had never been to a strip club. So that's going to be a big thing.
that's a double F triple minus on that one
Yeah.
because you know as soon as Yara finds out,
As
all
soon as
hell's
Yara
breaking
finds
loose.
out, as soon as Kalani finds out, as soon as Molly finds out, it's over.
Yeah, they better have Angela protect them.
And listen, with Angela's protection is pretty much all they need. But Angela will probably be there too.
She'll be the chaperone.
Yeah, so that's next week's episode where they all break free from their prison, which is this beautiful resort, to go.
I guess Big Ed wasn't invited.
Who would want to take him? Would
He's
you
so
want-
annoying. I wouldn't invite him to.
Could you imagine
anything.
Ed at a strip club?
No.
Hey stripper, like, can I flick your tassel? Like, like him, like stop. You're annoying.
Yeah.
And you could tell that Jovi can't stand Ed. And
No.
Kelly can't stand Ed because they've gotten
No.
to several
Yeah,
fights
no,
already. And
Yeah.
Asuelu just is too stupid to not know what's going on at all. So he's just there, Sophie's channel. What's your channel? I think
I am
our
getting
channels
the
are
link
linked
right
on the Twitter.
now. I'm going to drop my link. I also started memberships.
Yes, please subscribe to Sophie's.
Susie Q says he'll get up and dance. He'll like do his Samoa, rip his shirt off, throw it on the ground, stomp around. They wouldn't know what the hell happened to him.
There is my channel link.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then I'm going to be live on Sophie's channel.
This weekend,
this
probably
weekend.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Fun.
So.
And we're going to have lots of fun. So, where is it?
Hello, Tanya. We've had a few people join us. Hello. I saw Teddy.
Yes, thank you.
Mimi Marie. Ruth Ann.
I didn't think we'd be able to get through this live because I was looking at Cody. I'm like, how are we going to go live and talk about this?
We did it, and we're at an hour, so pretty impressive.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
So I
Oh,
put
thank you,
my
Elizabeth.
channel link in the chat. I also put my membership link in the chat if anybody's interested in joining my memberships. Me and John and Wicked if she wants to come. And
I don't know I know Sophie you can't because it's late, but Wicked, do you want to do an after show?
I can do a quick after show.
Yeah, we'll do a quick one.
Because
Sophie, do you want to come up real quick?
I will for a few minutes.
All right, so let's end this. We'll do a quick after show where we could maybe be like more direct with the stuff that we were trying to skate around on this very public live. So we'll do a quick after show on my member on the Real Housewives level. And let me end this. And I want to thank my beautiful
Summer. If you're on Real Housewives or above or Sophie's channel, are you going to simulcast from your channel?
I can't do a members from me and Sophie.
No, it's just one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so quick after show. I know I haven't been doing them. There's been a lot going on, but we'll do a quick one. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes. So again, my beautiful co-hosts, Sophie and Wicked, for getting through this live with me. And I want to thank Debbie and Oshama for giving me some insights. And I want to thank Jen and Rishi. Okay, so I can't forget about them. And then
yes,
tomorrow,
Rolex and race cars. Asuelu is still a man baby.
and
He's
tomorrow
never
night,
going to grow up.
hopefully, we'll be live with Brooklyn Girl, and we'll be doing the other horrible show. What is it? Before 90 Days?
Before the 90 days.
And Sophie, you're going to be there for that?
Maybe.
Okay. Those are later. So those are at 9. So we'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know, and I'll see you guys shortly on the after show. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.